Michael Jackson's kids have all grown up. Since their dad passed away, Prince, Paris, and Bigi have been on quite the journey. In this video, we explore what it's truly like growing up as the child of a pop legend. How does the youngest son continue to protect his father's legacy? And what helped Paris Jackson deal with depression?
It's definitely the healthiest I've ever been.
Let's dive in. Bigi Blanket Jackson. At 22, Prince Michael Jackson II is the most private among his siblings. So much so that he's been dubbed the Invisible Boy by the press. Born in 2002 via surrogacy, Bigi became the king of pop's third child. Michael lovingly nicknamed him Blanket.
A blanket is a blessing. It's a way of showing love and caring.
When Blanket was just 9 months old, the singer infamously dangled him over a hotel balcony in Berlin to please his fans. Not exactly a low-profile moment, and Michael was heavily criticized for the incident.
I offer no excuses for what happened. I made a terrible mistake.
Growing up as a Jackson wasn't easy. The paparazzi were relentless, trailing him just like they did with Michael and the other siblings.
I can't take a walk in the park. I can't go to the store. I have to hide in a room. You feel like you're in prison.
To give his kids a normal childhood and keep them safe, Jackson would cover their faces with masks or cloth in public. Blanket cherished his early years with his father. They went on many adventures together and always found ways to enjoy themselves.
We did a lot of fun stuff. Well, sometimes we had pillow fights.
By the age of 7, the boy faced the devastating loss of his father. And Blanket had the worst time recovering from the heart-wrenching tragedy.
He has had the most problems adjusting after Michael died. He acted very lost and extremely upset.
On top of that, the kid was bullied by peers because of his nickname. So in 2015, he decided to switch it up and go by Bigi. Luckily, the boy had a strong support system in his siblings, especially his older brother Prince. The two bonded over their love for science and science fiction. The brothers even started a YouTube channel where they reviewed movies together.
We don't need to edit this. We'll just do one.
Actually, this passion was inspired by the late Michael.
He really thinks and studies about film in a different way that you would notice. And that comes with his upbringing, with my dad encouraging him to study film.
Now, Bigi is carving out his own path. Recently, he wrote and directed his first short film, Rochelle's. It even won Best Drama at the Santa Monica Film Festival. The young man is also defending his father's legacy and is now fighting to protect his estate. Just this March, Bigi took his grandmother, Catherine, to court, saying the estate shouldn't have to cover her hefty legal fees. The 93-year-old matriarch asked for $500,000 to fund her fight against the estate's executors. Bigi, however, called this request unfair and a waste of money. Like his dad, the 22-year-old is standing up for what he believes is right. Despite a tough childhood, Bigi is following his passions and making occasional appearances at events honoring Michael, and also uses his voice to advocate for environmental protection and climate change awareness.
I do think it's important that we all know about it, and I think we have some work to do, but our generation knows how important it is.
And what about his sister, Paris Jackson? This young lady has been through a lot in just 26 years. But despite the loss and struggles, nothing broke her spirit. Paris, born in 1998, grew up at Neverland Ranch in California with her brothers. Back then, she had no clue about her father's worldwide fame.
I just thought his name was Dad, Daddy. We didn't really know who he was, but he was our world, and we were his world.
Michael spent all his free time with kids, cooking meals, and being a hands-on dad.
We actually had a pretty normal life. Like, we had school every single day, and we had to be good.
Father and daughter shared a special bond, so when he passed away, her sense of safety went with him. Living with her grandmother, Catherine Jackson, was a sharp contrast to what she was used to. Paris turned to eating for comfort.
I gained a lot of weight, and food became an addiction.
Soon after, she found herself battling depression. At just 15, Paris was sent to a boarding school in Utah to recover. But non-stop pressure and online bullying kept her from healing. It got so bad that she even attempted to end her life multiple times as a teenager.
I'm just tired of it. I'm just really really tired.
Paris was haunted by paparazzi and struggled with anxiety, often scared by simple noises.
I experience audio hallucinations sometimes with camera clicks and severe paranoia. I'll hear like a trash bag rustling and I like flinch and panic.
Is that from the paparazzi?
Yeah, I think it's just standard PTSD.
Feeling the weight of the world, she turned to music to heal. Singing became her way to reconnect with her father. By 2020, Paris had released her first solo album.
I was against letting the world in because it wasn't a choice. I wasn't ready then. I feel like I'm ready now.
In addition to music, she also made her mark in modeling and acting. Paris enjoys experimenting with fashion. She even showed up at the Grammys, hiding all 80 of her tattoos to try something different.
I can be feminine, I can be more tomboy, I can do whatever as long as it feels like me.
While focusing on her career, the singer hasn't forgotten her roots or her family. She keeps a tight bond with her brothers. And after everything she's been through, Paris Jackson has finally found her peace.
Right now, my main thing is my spirituality, my music, and like doing what is right for me right now.
Now let's talk about the oldest sibling, Prince Jackson. Maybe this guy didn't get the musician gene from his dad, but he definitely got a love for showbiz. At 27, Michael Jackson Jr. is deeply rooted in the entertainment world. These days, he's living his childhood dream as a professional director and producer.
I'd like to be a movie director because I want to direct movies with my daddy.
From the start, Michael prioritized his children's safety and taught Prince the importance of being cautious.
Trust no one. It sounds bad, but a lot of people are motivated by themselves. He said, don't trust someone just because it sounds like a good idea. Do your research.
The press and tabloids have mocked the boy for not resembling his father, stirring up rumors that Michael Jackson might not be his biological dad.
Every time someone asks me that, I ask, what's the point? What difference does it make? Specifically to someone who's not involved in my life. How does that affect your life? It doesn't change mine.
The singer always encouraged his kids to focus on self-growth and to help others.
No matter what you do or no matter how confident you feel that you did something, no matter how well you did something, my father would always say, that's great, but what's next? How can we make it bigger? How can we make it better? What are you going to learn from this experience and apply to improve the next one?
Prince entered Loyola Marymount University to chase his dreams. The young man was always inspired by his father's charity work. So in 2016, he co-founded Heal Los Angeles organization based at the university. The foundation delivered meals to those in need during the pandemic. So Prince is keeping his promise to carry on his dad's important work.
We will continue to spread his message and help the world.
Today, the 27-year-old is focused on his career and charitable efforts. He also loves the road and enjoys traveling the country on his Harley-Davidson. But above all, he remains his father's son and deeply misses his dad. Recently, on the 15th anniversary of Michael Jackson's passing, he shared a heartfelt tribute on Instagram.
Miss you, Pops. The world felt better with you in it.
But whenever he feels sad or down, his brother and sister are always there to lift him.
I think it's only made us stronger as siblings to have that bond, to have that very real relationship and raw relationship with each other, that we know it's always love.
Despite growing up in the spotlight, it's great to see the Jackson kids staying humble and keeping their strong bond. And what do you think? Would the King of Pop be proud of his children? Let us know in the comments. And as always, stay awesome.